Hello everyone and welcome to episode 22 of my Feed the Beast Let's Play. Now, first of all, as you can see, I'm currently clearing out the water from this quarry hole because I might want to build something in there at some point. Oh, I need to turn that off as well. Um, I turned my other quarry off because I noticed that it was causing a lot of lag, by constantly causing the chunks to rebuild. Um, and once the pump turns off, we should have less lag as well. I mean FPS issues. You can see I've got a lot of lava. Now what's this up there? This is a huge floating platform. This is basically the platform where I'm going to build big machinery on. Machinery that takes up a lot of space and that I just don't want to have down in my base. Okay, let's just check. Whoa, look. World hole. It's just a rendering error. And you can see I have lamps here. Those are wrath lamps from factorization, and they one of them is pretty much enough to light up a whole chunk by itself. So that's why I used those. They are made like so. Oops, I'm in cheat mode for my test one. Ah, crap. So, yeah, that's how you make them. And the Wrath Igniter does take damage when you do this. Okay, so today what I want to do is, well, my quarry is running pretty slow and I'd like to run a second one back there. This one. So what I'm going to need is basically a lot more buildcraft power. I'm good on industrial craft power. I mean, these geothermals are more than enough for what I need, with the two MFSUs here as buffers. But I do need some more buildcraft power, and actually if all of these are running, they drain my lava, and I don't want to set up another pump in the Nether, because we've already done quite a number on that. We might check that out at some point. I also figured out that this rubber tree farm wasn't working at all, and now it does. So let's just run it for a bit. So plants a tree, and the whole tree gets booped. Why does it get booped? Because of this harvester, which is awesome, and which is a block from MineFactory Reloaded, and which is made like so. Pretty easy. And basically it will harvest any plants in a 3x3 area in front of it. And here it doesn't need any upgrades or anything. And this is just bone meal not working. Now it does. And yeah, my rubber problem that I used to have is now solved. This stuff, I've shown you how I built it, and today we'll build a setup for producing biomass. Now for that, I've already got myself an energy tesseract and an energy cell, even though I could use the ones from over here, but I'm just too lazy to redo all that piping. So what I'll do is instead, right somewhere over here I have a cable running. That'd be here. Nope. Yes. I think. Yep, this is the corner. So what we'll do is we'll have a bunch of fermenters. Which will be like boop, 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 boop. Then we'll have a router, which I'll from factorization to just insert the stuff in there. Actually, we'll need two of these. Wait, no. Yes, we do. We do need two routers. So we'll have these. Why do I need those, you might ask? Well, eggs, I hope. I do think, one egg, seriously. Okay, let me find some chickens and put a few eggs in there. And we'll see about that later. Oh wow. So now that I've shown you the recipe, I'll make these routers and yeah, I'll go find the chicken and steal an egg from it and be right back. Okay, there we go. I grabbed 2 chickens and I also found an egg. So what we'll do is we'll have 2 export buses. Each of them pushing stuff into one of the routers. And how are you doing? Oh, are you done? Sure. And these routers can basically what they do is they insert stuff into machines, like into inventory. Anything that has an inventory is considered a machine for a router. And I'll use these to keep all these fermenters filled with stuff. And I set up export buses below that. Obviously oops, sorry, didn't manage to actually fix that. Ah man, sorry. Yeah, I got an appetite to last me for ages. So I'll set up the recipe for fertilizer. Boop. Appetite. Give me a pattern. And oh man, the lag. I know this is pretty much the least efficient recipe that you can do with this, but you get so much appetite from automated mining that it doesn't really matter anyway. So one of these is going to be taking wheat and the other one's going to be taking fertilizer. And what we'll do is we'll have, oops, can't have it here. We'll have a redstone energy cell which will hook up I don't know, we'll put it right here, and we'll have energy conduits running all along here. Boop, 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 boop. But not here. Keyboard dubbed on me again, so we'll have energy conduits running here, extracting from here, though not yet. Then we'll have main power, and you'll be receiving. So this energy cell should be slowly filling up. It is. And now all I really need is an infinite water source back here, so let's get an aqueous accumulator. I think I've got one laying around. I do. And 2 water buckets. Boop. And we'll also need the liquid ducts. So we've got this, boop, boop, derp, give me that, boop, there we go, and voila, they are all filling up with water, slowly. Okay. So we've got that. Now we need to pull the biomass out, because this setup is going to create biomass, but I want to use that for a boiler, so we'll need biofuel, which is why I have made stills. I have made 12 stills. And I think I'll just put them down below the conduits, and no, because that'll create more problems than it'll solve. Boop. Boopa. So somewhere around here there's a lamp, or there should be a lamp. Boop. No, so what I'll need to do is, well, I guess I'll just have a row of stills, because the one disadvantage of these stills is that they are painfully slow. What? Oh. I do not want to put a still here. Boop. Okay, so here are my stills. And luckily with thermal expansion, power loops are not problematic. Actually, I'll be rewiring that, and yeah, I will. Will I? I don't know. I'll put the conduit below on this side at least, but I won't bother doing it all the way. So, man. Yeah, this is the last one. Boop and boop. Oops. And there we go. Here, these are now all powered. They aren't eating any power because I'm not letting this thing output, so we don't have to worry about that. And these will need to all be changed to suck out. And oh yeah, that's perfect. I can have the sucking out conduits in the middle there. I don't want this to link right there. This isn't good. Let's link it in the middle. Okay. And let's link it again here. No, not you. Stupid. I need more of these conduits. So, and I'll do the rest of that off camera. So what I'll do is I'll set this up. Like put these here. And then oh, I know what I can do. None of these are getting power at the moment, right? Okay, so I'll set this, I'll be using wheat, by the way, because I've just got tons of that. So you are set to move single items. Craft of fertilizer. Give me fertilizer. And we need wheat. I think with the amount we have, it's not a problem if we start using it for power. Is it? And no, you should insert into bottom sides, I guess. That makes sense. Boop. Let's just take this all out. And these should start fixing themselves. And I don't know why fertilizer is going there exactly. in that slot. I think it was because I had it set to anywhere or slot 0 or something at some point. So you are doing the fertilizer. And you can see these two routers happily chugging along. Oop. This one's making sure everyone's full of wheat. And now if we flip this, these guys should start producing biomass. Oh yes. Now all I need to do is something to pull these out. And I'll use jacketed wire from Red Power for that. Okay, awesome. We just set up a thing that creates biofuel. We'll use that to run a steam boiler, and since the steam boiler will be right there, of course, like an idiot, I put this here. Okay, let's just move this down one block. I know that this is ugly, but I don't really care. So we'll have wait. Let me check my test world quickly to see how no, wait. I don't need to check my test world, that'll be alright. I know how much I need. Okay. Damn, it's in one of the few chests that I haven't moved into my system yet. That is my Railcraft and Steve's Carts chest. This has the stuff I need. Here we have steel plates and high pressure boilers. What we'll need is we'll need a liquid fueled firebox because biofuel is, well, liquid fuel, and it's what we want to run our boiler on. Because did I say this already? I want to use a steam boiler. Okay, that'll be better. Liquid fueled firebox. We need fire charges, furnace, and iron bars. Boop. Iron bars. Steel plates. I'm pretty sure we have enough. Oh, what's the last thing? It's a bucket. Yes, I can craft buckets. Now I'll just need 8 more fire charges. Some blaze powder, coal, and gunpowder. That's 3 crafts. Yep. And no, not you. Yep. Blaze powder and blaze rod will make what I need. And boom. What? Bucket, and I'll need 7 more buckets. Oops. And this will be enough for 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 9 of these. That's enough for 4 more. Okay, I just need to craft this once more. Boop. Okay, now we've got the stuff needed to set up this boiler. and this thing will be able to produce a crap load of power, I tell you. Wait, actually, I'm pretty sure it's a good idea to build this against this wall at least. So we have our fireboxes there. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And wow, that's a lot of steel, but I cooked that up quite a while ago. And also I already know what sort of design I want to build, so it's not a problem. And boom, steam boiler. Oh, yes. This stores steam. One of these, this stores water, and this stores fuel. So I need liquid ducts, and I'll also need an aqueous accumulator. Oh, come on. So let me get an aqueous accumulator and hook it up to the boiler, and I'll be right back. So now I've got the steam boiler set up, but it's not heating up yet because I need to be able to deal with the steam first. So from the wiki and also from calculating and doing the math myself, I know that I need 18 engines to fully utilize the steel from there. So I'm now making the engines and hoping that I have enough steel for this, because I don't actually know. I need 198 total, so I think I'll try to make 7 first. Okay, this will be enough. Right. Oh, right, I need steel gears anyway. Oh wait, I can't even make enough steel gears, can I? Not enough for all of them anyway. Yeah, I'll need 18 of those. Oop. So that's 7 steel gears already. Oh, I actually do need a bit more. Oh yes, I'm far from having enough steel. I need to cook up way more than that. Doesn't matter, let's just put this up in the basement. Like, yeah, that'll do. I'll just put my blast furnace here, because then I can have easy access to it using my applied energistics system. And I'll be right back once it's set up. And I've cooked up some more steel, enough to do this anyway. So I've actually decided that while this cooks up, I'll set up another tank up here for my biofuel. Not for my biomass, because I don't think I actually want to use biomass, because biofuel is just better in every aspect. And yeah, I don't know if my production is going to be able to keep up, but I do hope so. So I'll make another tank similar to this one, and be right back. Okay, so I've made a tank and I've hooked it up. So let's see how much steel we have. Half a stack. So let's just quickly fly up there and I'll show you the tank. Now this time I used a lot of glass fuse. I actually made it almost entirely out of these, because I just thought it would look neat. And it should be filling up slowly. Yeah, it is. It's alright. I think it would be a bit faster if I turned this off. Yeah. So I'll rename this frequency to this one to in. This one will be frequency 4. Boop. 8. And there we go. So now we should no longer have this feedback loop. And I'll do the same for creosote oil later. And this is a good way to get down quickly. Do I have my quarry running? Pretty sure I do. I do. Awesome. And yeah, this is, by the way, a single water source block. The reason for this is that this means I can easily remove all the water later by just removing this one source block, instead of having to put up to make a pump like here. And since I'm lagging anyway, I'll just turn this back on, because I want to get rid of that water so eventually. So yeah. So it seems like we've only got 2 main water sources, the one over here, which I think might even be my fault, I'm not entirely sure. It does go pretty deep down though. And the one over there, which is a bit smaller because it seems to only be about this size. I don't think there are any in between, so that's good. So yeah. And yeah, portable holes don't seem to visually disappear when you go too far away, so yeah. So I'll just quickly set up one bank of engines. Oop. So it'll go like so. 1, 2, 3. Energy. Sorry, I couldn't resist. And we'll have energy coordinates above and below, and red alloy, jacketed red alloy wire around this, and we'll have the same on the other side and on the top. Then we'll have 18 engines, just all using the steam. That's how I'll set these up. So of course everything has to be like so, and the same on the top, and there'll be this, and it'll all be connected somewhere, and that will be it. And this will lead into a redstone energy cell or 2, and go into a tesseract, which I think I might just put here on the front. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing, and I'll be doing that off camera since I now showed you how I'll do it, and I'll be right back. So while waiting for the rest of this steel to cook up, there's this much left, I did some math and figured out what I need to do and build some stuff. So you can see some jacketed wire here, that's for giving redstone power to all the engines. And wait a moment, let me close my door. Ah man, I just wanted to close the door, and I don't even know if I recorded or not. Let me check. I sure did fail that. Okay, so the setup has been producing some biofuel. This is how much I've accumulated until now. Will you stop attacking me, you? Just stop it, it's not funny. Okay, so what I was explaining but didn't record because I because I'm such a giant derp is the way this is set up. So you can see the jacketed wire here. It's going all around. On the left you can see that it does not give power to all the engines because I actually forgot to put down some. Uh, oh hey, you can put this down inside yourself. Cool. Ah, sorry. Cool. I knew that you could do this with Railcraft pipes, and oh man, the lag. Oh man, the lag is really bad. Okay, I'll try to figure out where it comes from and fix it. So hey, cool, I didn't even know you could place these inside yourself. Okay, let me turn off my quarries and that should fix it. Oh man, did I just say turn off my quarries? Ah, I wish. Ah man, the lag. Okay, so I did some math. I figured out that this steam boiler would produce 144 mj per tick. However, one energy cell tesseract combo can only handle 100 mj per tick, so I need two. And each of those is going to be connected to 9 engines at a time. So you can see this very nicely on the left here. We've got the 6 engines on the side of the boiler that are connected to it, and on the top there, as you can guess, there'll be 3 more engines pointing to the left and into this. Now in my test world I've got a really insane steam boiler setup that's combined with magmatic engines and biomass engines. I might build that at some point, but for now this boiler is pretty much going to be more than enough for our purposes. And hey, one more steel. So yes, and I'm glad that the boiler pushes out the steam by itself, because otherwise I'd need even more pipes. Yeah, and this couldn't be nearly as compact, because as you can see this is actually a pretty compact and small build. Doesn't take up too much space. It's 5 wide and 7 deep if you include the aqueous accumulator back there, and it's 5 high. So that's actually pretty decent. Now this doesn't count the system for producing the fuel, of course, but that's something else. And technically you could use that I could use that fuel differently. Oh man, routers are so cool. And these ferments are actually slow enough that the routers don't need any upgrades. Hey, what are you doing here? Pretty sure you're full. Yeah, you are. Oh yes. This is good. This setup's working quite well. So I'll meet you back once the rest of the steel is cooked up and I've made the other engines and placed them down. And then I'll meet you back for the turning on of the boiler. Okay, so after after miscounting the amount of steel that I needed twice in a row, I finally made my 2 last engines. And I'm ready to let biofuel come in here. And it's burning. It's filling up. When I just checked, I had 58 buckets up there in the tank, so I should now have 42 buckets of biofuel in there. And you can see it's burning pretty fast and heating up pretty slowly. But I should have enough biofuel to heat that up completely. Yeah, that should work. It eats the fuel really fast at the start, but it gets better over time. And this thing can heat up to 1000 degrees, by the way. And once it does, it's extremely efficient. So yeah, I'll just let this heat up and hope for the best. And these have been keeping up no problem. So has my wheat supply. I'm glad it does. It actually seems to be pretty balanced. Like I seem to be getting exactly as much wheat as I'm using for this, pretty much. So yeah, though I'm currently producing less than I'm using of biofuel, but that should fix itself. So I'll be back to you once this boiler has heated up. So I'm back. The boiler has been running for quite a while. You can see it is well heated up and it's using much less biofuel than I can produce. I should have over 70 buckets of biofuel in the tank up there. And you can see these are not really filling up. But I have 2 quarries running at full speed off of them. And I actually had to poke around a bit with my AE systems input because squid stopping. Because it actually wasn't able to pull out of the ender chest fast enough. So now I've got a red power filter being pulsed 5 times per second below the chest, pushing everything into an interface, and I have this import bus. So basically the filter pretty much takes care of the cobblestone dirt and the import bus of everything else. So yeah. And it's now really efficient. You can see that the biofuel lasts quite a while. I mean, it still does get depleted rather swiftly, but it still lasts quite a while too. However, I have used a lot of wheat for this, but most of that has gone into filling up the tank. So this is all the wheat that I've left. That's not a lot compared to what I had before. I've basically used up 80% or so of my wheat. And my cobblestone barrel is full. Ah, crap. Okay. So I think I'll do a quick thing to make sure that my storage doesn't overflow, which it already has, but oh yes, I have 2,000 cobblestone of overflow. Wow. So I think what I'll do is just somewhere have an export bus that's only enabled if I have too much cobblestone, and it's just going to throw the stuff into a void pipe. So I'll build that and I'll be right back and see what we want to do next. Or not, because I think the episode's getting pretty close to that old wrapping up point, so I'll check how much material I've got and I'll be right back. So I'm back, and we're definitely way past the wrapping up point. So I think I have to wrap up this episode now, and next episode we'll build a tree farm, because even though I just expanded, my wheat farm is just not going to be able to keep up. I have absolutely no wheat at all left. this is just not going to be enough. We'll build a very powerful tree farm, which I've already designed in my test world, and we'll use the saplings to make biomass, and that'll get us, that should be able to keep up much better. So until then, have a good time and take it easy.